Greetings and welcome to the Sports Card Ripping Teacher. I would like to know, what is your opinion of Justin Herbert? Now, I do think he is a franchise quarterback, but I'm really waiting for him to take the next step. I saw a stat the other day that his team over the past couple of years have lost, I think it's 9 games by 3 or less points. You know, that's when you need your superstar, kind of like yesterday, to take the game over, final couple minutes, find a way to at least tie the game or to win it. All right, class is in session. Today's lesson is dedicated to number 42, and it goes out to Jackie Robinson. Now, pretty much all of my students, even second graders, know who Jackie Robinson is, but I always ask, who are some of the players that broke the color barrier for your teams? And I usually get 0 response. So I usually tell them about the Chicago White Sox, Minnie Minoso. He was the very first African Latino player in Major League Baseball, and he's considered the White Sox first African player to play for them. I did meet Minnie Minoso. It's probably about maybe 30 years ago, I want to say. I was working a church carnival for my dad's friend, and my dad was working that day. And my dad grew up in Bridgeport. Big White Sox fan as a kid growing up, switched to a Cubs fan. But Minnie Minoso came up to buy a calzone, and I was going to charge him like $3.50. And my dad came over and said, "Hey, that's Minnie Minoso. I enjoyed watching you so much as a kid. This one is on the house." He shook everyone's hand, signed a couple autographs. He was actually signing later on that day. But then Minnie came back later in the evening for another calzone on the house, of course. Now, for the Chicago Cubs, Ernie Banks was the first African-American player. However, it wasn't supposed to be. Gene Baker was supposed to be the first African-American player for the Chicago Cubs. He was called up around like August, September, I want to say. And Ernie Banks was brought along just to be his roommate. And Gene Baker, he was a very good gloveman, but he was injured. So Ernie Banks got that first start, and thank goodness. What if Gene Baker never got injured and the Cubs would have traded away Ernie Banks? That would have been the most Cubs thing ever. Ernie Banks and Gene Baker did play together for a couple of years. They were known as Bingo Bango for their double play combination. Alrighty, and Wildcat wanted to know about my players of the day. I keep the old running list going here. So once we get to like 100, 101, we'll have some new players. Some are a repeat from last year, but I'm trying to spice things up a little bit when I can. All right. First off, our contest, where's my book at here? There we go. The first wave was won by Nicky 2 times. His guy right here, Bryce Harper. Graham finally finished the card. It is a 101. Author did sign it. We're sending this out today or Nicky or tomorrow. I've got a few other Bryce Harper cards that will be in there, so congratulations to you. And there was not much offense in week 6 there. It's week 2 of our wave. But right now, 3 Good Nerds is overall in the lead. Kid of Cards has 8 touchdowns. He is in second. Quite a few teams have 6. So there we are. The overall leader, I believe, is still myself and Nicky 2 times. Kid of Cards, 3 Good Nerds. They're right behind us, but quite a few injuries this past couple of weeks. So I think the last 2 weeks may just be survive. If you have 3 or all 4 players playing, you'll be in pretty good shape. All right, so let's go ahead. We are going to open up this Bowman U pack. We did receive our autograph already, so we're not going to get an autograph unless they gave us a second one, which would be pretty nice of them. Winston Wright, Florida State Seminoles. That's where prime time went, if you guys didn't know that. Denzel Burke, Ohio State, Penn State, big matchup this weekend. Stenson Bennett for the Georgia Bulldogs, pretty sharp looking card, not numbered. And Nolan Smith. Have you purchased any of the new Bowman U cards that came out not all that long ago? I've been thinking about buying it. We'll see. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. For the Fantasy Rip League, I did not make it into the playoffs. I did have the most points last week. So things are looking up for me, but I'll be off the next 2 weeks. But Heat 3, I'm starting to strategize to get things under control, see what I can do. All right, Kyle Schwarber, big man, star power. How is that, Freedom Sufferer, for a macho man? He hit a home run yesterday, so I am going to open up this silver pack for Kyle Schwarber. Hit a home run yesterday. Phillies won again, or that's the first win of the series, I guess. No, second win. No, first win. The Rangers won their second game yesterday. Andre Dawson, the Hawk, one of my favorite Cubs of all time. Quite a few good stories I think I've told the past couple of years about Andre, but he was a favorite Cub, that's for sure. Seiya Suzuki. Oh, man, is this a Cubs pack right here? Very nice card right there. Kyle Schwarber, there's the main man right there. Holy cow. Man, that ball probably went 600 feet over the grandstands out there in Philadelphia. Who's the last card? What Cub or past Cub could it be? Garrett Mitchell. We don't want him. He's a Brewer. All right, that's it. So tomorrow we're going to get into some Topps Chrome. Thursday, got a pack battle going on with Graham. Friday, we'll go downtown hunting. Class is dismissed.